So what? And then it's got like
It's got
those bumps, like
it's like a Rough Rider condom. I don't have buy a Rough Rider condom because I'm a Rough Rider myself.
oh, okay. And then you're saying your partner has stopped using the sex toys after you quote unquote modified.
Yeah, after she heard what she heard from modifying, she then said, darling, listen, I'm stopping to buy these things because this is what I've been looking for all these years.
Oh wow, okay. Wow, Trevor in Soweto, thank you for the call. Have you ever heard of such modification, Lisa?
People do lots of different things. I mean, now Trevor made himself into her perfect sex toy, so that's very interesting. I mean, I don't know who would offer those kinds of procedures, but I'm glad that he found something that worked.
And he seems to be happy with how the modification has come out. Hang on, what's up voice notes on 0727021702?
I definitely use sex toys. I'm a woman who struggles to orgasm through penetration, so it's very nice to incorporate sex toys which enhance my pleasure, especially clitoral stimulation. I have used them in my relationships and solo, and they're very useful in, me understanding and getting to know my body as a sexual being. And it's amazing to experience. I must say that men in the past have been very awkward about them, but I see more and more opening, which is quite cool. And yeah, sex toys are amazing. Thank you.
Oh, that's interesting. So from her experience, men are beginning to be open to this idea, right, of introducing those sex toys. Here's another WhatsApp voice note.
Hi Clement, how are you? Thanks for the good show, man. I would like to remain anonymous. For me and my partner, we use sex toy. We do have a vibrator which we discussed. We agreed with her. We bought it. We are using it, and she's enjoying it. She's reaching climax and whatever. But the only problem, I just heard the rumors. I want to ask the doctor if it's true that sometimes they say sex toys do cause cervix cancer. So I just wanted to know how true is that. Thanks, man. I'll listen when there is a lovely show.
Thank you, Anonymous, for the question. Lisa, do you know about, I suppose, conditions that may come as a result of using the sex toys? Is cervix cancer one of the concerns?
So the concerns would be if whether or not the product or the toy is body safe. I don't know of any particular studies to suggest there's a direct connection between using a vibrator and cervical cancer. But yes, there can be some toys that are less safe to use. Materials, that's the word. Materials that are not body safe, or things that are porous or not washed properly. So there are things that you need to look into to make sure that you're using the toys safely. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay. In fact, while we're still on this safety, aspect, let's talk about the safety around sex toys in terms of the actual material. There are some people that perhaps may want to take it further and just grab whatever item they may use in the house as a sex toy. What is advisable to use? Is it only the stuff you purchase at a particular sex store? Or can you turn, I don't know, you see a banana in the kitchen and you want to pleasure yourself? Or what's safe and what's not safe?
Yeah, so it's definitely advisable not to use household objects. But also to be aware that not everything you buy in the store is safe for use, actually, because they use different kinds of materials. There are different chemicals and plastics, for example, that your body might not like. Our genitals are obviously very sensitive. There are some kind of toys that you can buy, for example, some crystal dildos, and some people think that those are not safe. Different crystals can be porous, and then that means how are you really going to clean that properly? There's lots of different schools of thought around this, but anything that is non-porous, it's really important to clean and dry that properly. And drying it is really important, not only cleaning it. So if you're quickly using this thing and hiding it away without taking the time to clean and dry it thoroughly, then that could cause bacteria to grow on your toy, and so that's not ideal. So there's something you could do. You could use a condom over a toy if that's an option for you. That's also advisable if there are multiple partners. But you really want to be looking for high quality medical grade toys. You can also get silicone glass. There's a certain kind of glass, borosilicate glass, and even stainless steel. Those can be cleaned beautifully, and those are the ones that are often recommended. So do your research. If you're looking for, there's like lots of different kinds of materials that you'll find, that like second skin kind of things, and they're not always easy to clean. And you can find that you might actually have a negative reaction to some of those.
Yeah, okay. That's so important. And then what about some objects then that use electricity? Anything could happen with the current, right? Or even load shedding. You don't want.
So usually you either have battery operated toys, so I'd recommend to not keep the batteries in.
Okay.
So only, take the batteries out when you're not using the toy. And for toys that are chargeable, they should be fine. If you're buying from a reputable seller, there shouldn't be a problem with you receiving an electric shock. I've not heard of that happening. And you can get toys that are plugged into the wall as well. And again, as long as you're buying, a brand that you can verify, read up on reviews, there should be no problem.
Legai? Kuting Mabuya Secondary School iko kae? Okay, thank you.